Hello everyone, and welcome back to TOCA Race Driver 3, and today we're going to be continuing with World Tour mode, starting off in, I don't know, some sort of truck championship for Tier 4 at Palmer Caterham, looking to move away from the field here. Coming up to the final corner of what has been a very dull race. Over the curb, led a bit of a slide. It's probably the most exciting thing that's happened, to be honest. We're going to come across the line to win the first race of the championship. Take 30 points. On to round 2, there are 3, and this time we're staying in Australia. We're at Eastern Creek, just outside of Sydney. And someone's trying to go around the outside here. Qualified in second. Not close enough to the leader to think about having a go, but hit the back of him. Someone hit the back of me at the same time. Pretty close, but I'm not sure if I'm close enough to make a move here. Just trying to stay with him. Hopefully he might make a mistake at some point. It's only 2 laps this time, a bit wide, and the orange truck goes down my inside, gives me a nudge on the way through as well. So that's me down into P3. And off the track there. Front of my truck looks like, well, it's a bit of a mess, to be honest. Can we catch up here and get back in front of this orange truck, back into second? Still not really close enough to have a go. He's gone a bit wide and there's contact, and he's very slow, and I'm through, back into second place. Now, I think it will probably be too much to ask, and yes, too much to ask to close down the leader. We should hold off to take second place, which puts us in a very strong position going into the final race of this championship. Okay then, for the final race we're on an oval, 5 laps, and a bit of contact, so I move across to defend my line. Hopefully we shouldn't have too many problems here. Looking to get a bit of a gap as we come out of the first corner. Well, I haven't got as much of a gap as I would like, but up to the final corner of the race now, keeping it nice and tidy. You can see the finish line, it's just there, and we're across it now, and I think that means we have completed this championship. Can move on to the next one. Yep, first by quite a long way in the end. Alright then, for Tier 5 we're starting off here on the grid at Brands Hatch in a Caterham. Haven't got a very good start. I qualified down in 14th, so I've dropped another place, so 15th as we come towards Paddock Hill. Big slide, but so did the car ahead of me. Can I get up the inside of this yellow one into Druids? Yep. Looking to hold it on the way out, which I have done nicely. So up into P13 after the first 2 corners. The top 12 score points in this championship, and I need to finish in the top 4. Up the inside into clearways of the black car. And yes, made that through very nicely. So I'm into the points as we come towards the end of the first of 3 laps here in the south of England. Sliding, not as much as some people, almost hit the orange car, managed not to. I made up 3 places on the run up to Druids, another one in Druids, bit of contact but nothing too major. Now we're going to chase Conway, who clearly qualified second and has dropped down the order to 7th. Let's see if we can bump him down another one to 8th, up the inside, and of another white car as well. So we're into P6. Now chasing this yellow one as we come across the line to start the final lap at Brands Hatch. Down into Paddock Hill, over the curb, getting a bit of a bump, managing to hold it together, looking to go up the inside, and I could get 2 in 1 here. I'm up into 4th place. Can I hold it on the way out? No, I can't. The blue car drives around the outside, but I did make up 1 place there. Just a couple more corners to go now. Obviously not a very long track. The Indy circuit at Brands Hatch. Can we get up the inside here and take 4th? Yes, I think we can, and we should be able to hold this now to the end of the race. And across the line to take P4, which is a good start, seems we need to finish 4th in the championship. 16 points then, which isn't a bad start. Better qualifying for the second race of the season at Alton Park, still not a very good start, and again we've dropped a place off the line, down to 9th place. Into Old Hall, is it? The first corner at Alton? I don't really know. I've managed to get a place on the way out, looking to get 7th here, which I have done. Sliding, oh, contact with Stamp, who's driving the black car. Coming up the hill, Stamp getting sideways. Fawn hasn't had a very good run either, and we could go straight through the middle of them here, and we have up into 5th place. And coming across to cover Fawn into the double right-hander. Now be looking to chase down the 4 cars ahead of us. Sliding just a little bit on the way out, and up over the start finish straight, across the line to start lap 2. Closed up a lot through the first corner on this yellow car, and he's bumping over the curbs, looking to get up the inside here, which I've managed to do, and the 2 green cars here look like they could be fairly easy targets as well. Looking to go through the middle of them just as I did last lap. Managed to get Brent, but not his teammate. All over the back of him, there's almost contact as he gets very out of shape. Managed to stick it up the inside and move into 2nd place, but the leader looks to be quite a long way away to catch up to in 1 lap. Of course, we'll give it a go as we start the final lap. Up out of the final little kink, the leader's already crossed the line. Didn't manage to catch him, but 2nd place gets me a good amount of points, 18 of them, and moves me to joint 1st in the championship. Well, I need to finish 4th in the standings, qualified 8th, and run one of the short layouts at Zandvoort. And again, losing a place off the line, down to 9th place. Can I get it back? Bumping over the curb, and I've dropped to 10th. I'm on the inside for this next corner. Oh, and there's contacts, and my right rear and his front left jamming together. That was a bit rash down into the hairpin. There was contact with the orange car, and he hasn't had a very good run. So we could get up the inside here and move into 9th. This doesn't feel like it's going to be good enough, because I was only 3 points ahead of 5th place, which is who I need to finish ahead of to finish 4th, obviously. A little bit wide, but nothing too major as we approach the halfway point of this race, 4 laps, because it's a very, very short track, even shorter than Brands Hatch. As we come around then onto what will be the final lap. Oh, And there's a touch, and he's off into the gravel. It didn't look like there was that much contact to me, but it's moved me into 8th place. I just haven't really made up the ground that I was able to at Brands and Olsen. I don't really know this circuit as well as I do those. Sliding again as we come up towards the line. Hopefully this will be enough to move us into tier 6. We come across the line. Eighth gets me 12 points and means I finish 3rd, so I have done it as we move on. Into tier 6 then. And I'm in a Chevrolet truck racing round an oval. You probably saw at the start of this race, I do have to make a pit stop between laps 1 and 4, and I think I'm going to make it here at the start to get it out of the way. Breaking down into the pit lane entry. A lot of tyre smoke coming out of the back. So I've made my pit stop. I'm in 12th place. I think all the cars ahead of me still have to pit, and there's a lot of them in the pit lane right now. This might even be all of them actually. We'll have to see. Yep. Moved back into the lead with 2 laps to go. I have been caught slightly as we come up to the final corner of the race. If I can hold it all together though, I should be able to take the win in this first race of 2. Not a particularly exciting race, but 200 points for me. Winning by just over a second in the end. Okay, final race of this series, and I think it will be the final race of this video as well, just because of time and everything. Cutting off the other truck into the first corner here at Dover Speedway, I think, and again I'm going to pit on the first lap. Waiting to see the pit lane entry now, breaking down. Okay, am I back into the lead? I am, which means that this car just here is going to be a lap down very soon. Just about now. Round the final corner then. There's cars ahead of me, but they're not on the same lap. And I come across the line to win the second of 2 races. I won both, and this will be more than enough to get me into tier 7, where I will see you next time. Thank you ever so much for watching. See you again soon. Goodbye.